The set dances come from quadrille dances, which were danced all over Europe, really. Came down from court dances. It's the same tradition as the Lancers and the Royal Alberts and sort of those sort of set quadrille dances, which were danced in Edwardian times. Um, the stepping within the sets is what is now peculiarly Irish about them, the way in which they're danced, the style in which they're danced. Again, the competition element with sets has perhaps exaggerated the style, and they also now have competitions both for traditional sets and for cabaret sets, where they are choreographed a little bit rather than being quite so strictly traditional.
If one could see somebody doing an old quadrille and then follow it immediately with an Irish set, would they recognise them as being the same basic dance?
Yes, because they recognise the pattern, I think, but the speed, the tempo, and the style would be what marks the two out. And again, even within Ireland, obviously a set from Wexford is different from a set from Clare, is different from a set from Kerry. But it's mainly style and choice of figures and the stepping which differentiates them.
Do you think the Irish have gone overboard with competitive dancing? Because you see these young girls no more than 4, 5 and 6 all dressed up and trying to do these intricate steps. Do you think it's forced on at too early an age? Do you think that's a good thing?
I think it's a good thing to learn at such a young stage. I'm not so sure about being quite so competitive quite so young. They always say with an Irish solo dancer, they start very young, and their dancing career at that level is really over by the time they're 20, 21, simply because of the energy and the muscles needed to do it. Um, but the Irish tradition has been very successful, and it's largely due to the competitive element. The commission, the Irish Dance Commission, um, was set up to administer it and has run the competitions over the years. The festivals, the National Youth Festival, the Sloga, etc., have also played their part, particularly in bringing the sets into accepted use within competitions. Because at one time sets were never accepted by the Irish Dance Commission as being Irish dancing, and therefore were not admissible.
One thing I do notice about Irish dancing, different from other Celtic countries, the musicians. To me, you take Welsh dancing or Scottish dancing, they go together, the musicians and the dancers. But to me, with Irish dancing, you have musicians on one side who start to play, the dance will start, they do the set and finish it, and musicians sort of carry on to the end of the tune, and that's it.
I think the two do go very much together. I mean, you cannot dance properly unless the music is right, and the better the music, the better the dancing, so the two must complement each other. It is that the dances are not necessarily always the same number of bars as the tune. So you're coming in the middle of a tune very often. With a solo dancing, it is also that it stops when the dancer wishes to stop. It's an individual form of dance. So it's not necessarily tied to a number of bars in the same way that the set dances of the other countries are of a particular length with a particular tune.